Hey guys, Jacqueline Fernandez here. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me at the Alert Center this Friday. If you're wondering why I am dressed in a parka right now, it's because we're having heat problems here at the building, and apparently we had a huge leak upstairs somewhere as well. So we're fighting through it this Friday, so bear with us. And thanks for joining me today. Our topic is some tips from the BBB on how to support Black-owned businesses during Black History Month. Now it is, what is it, February 24th. So we have a few more days to celebrate Black History Month and support our Black neighbors. Here are some tips from the BBB. Today they are saying, as you recognize Black history throughout the month, take time to support and highlight Black entrepreneurs leading trustworthy businesses and providing opportunities in your neighborhood. The continued success of Black-owned businesses is crucial to building thriving communities. So they're offering 5 ways to support Black-owned businesses in our community. Number 1, they say be more intentional about your purchases. So I'm just going to kind of go through the list one by one and then review what we've discussed this afternoon. So create good habits by thinking more about where your purchases are coming from. Consider stores and brands you support and research how they interact with the community. Taking time to better understand where you shop not only helps you make better purchases, but also drives the success of brands who do good in their community. So we want to support our neighbors, essentially. Number 2, leave a review for the business. I've heard, I have a bunch of friends that own small businesses, and they say those reviews really do matter. I mean, a 5-star or 4-star is one thing, but when you actually sit down and write, your personalized experience and what you're getting out of it, that really tends to help as well. They say writing a review for a Black-owned business you love helps them establish a strong reputation and encourages other shoppers to do business there too. Number 3, share their social media posts. Online customer reviews aren't the only place consumers look for business information. Many consumers first learn about business on social media, and then they connect with businesses online to guide their purchase decisions. Plus, most businesses say social media is their preferred place to build customer relationships, and this is according to Sprout Social if you look them up online. Sharing social media posts is one of the most reliable ways to introduce more people to Black-owned businesses. And it's true. I mean, we're scrolling through social media all day, right? And if you see something that you think is important that you'd like to share with the community, a Black-owned business for Black History Month as we end the month of February, I mean, this is really the time to do that. Share it with your friends, text them, have them share it with their friends, etc. Word of mouth, I find, is the best way to kind of get that information out there. So another way, buy gift cards for friends and family. Someone's got a birthday coming up. I'm kind of crazy and like to do my Christmas shopping throughout the year as I go. So if I see something somewhere and I'm like, oh, that's kind of a cute boutique, like, a Black-owned business, maybe I'll buy a gift card for someone for Christmas, thinking ahead. Maybe I'll buy a gift card for them for, I don't know, just because. So something to keep in mind there. And of course, that's another good way to introduce people to Black-owned businesses. Buying gift cards. They give them something new, without the, I guess the risk of spending their own money on something that they're not sure if they really like or really want at that time. And again, it's just exposure, so that's never a bad thing. Support organizations that foster Black entrepreneurship. Think beyond where you shop. I like that. I'll say that again. Think beyond where you shop. So supporting organizations that empower Black entrepreneurs. Many organizations provide education, mentorships, and grant opportunities to underserved and underrepresented communities. So that's something of importance to note. You can donate to volunteering at these organizations. You can visit give.org to find organizations that advocate for Black entrepreneurs in our community, so that's a good one. And let's see. Lastly, here it says Black History Month is a great time to highlight Black-owned businesses. And of course, we celebrate these National Day calendar periods, day of this, month of this. But really, I mean, these are tips that you can use to support Black-owned businesses, Black entrepreneurs throughout the remainder of the year. So why limit it to just one month, right? So before we go, I'm going to just show you a quick look at this website. It's visitomaha.com. And I really like this website. It's easy to use, and they have this, experience these Black creative businesses and attractions in Omaha. So they have a whole list, if you kind of don't know where to start, where you can, check out some Black-owned businesses, Black-owned museums and attractions. You kind of go through here, and they kind of outline different things. Oh, I love this dress. It's really pretty. Yeah, so food and drink, Le Voltaire. I haven't been there yet, but this is one place I definitely want to check out. If you've been there, let me know. What did you think? Okra Grill, Taste of New Orleans, all these places. I'm not sure if you know, but I lived in New Orleans for about 4 years. So I love the food and the culture and all that good stuff. So the fact that we have a little pocket here is just fabulous. Big Mama's Kitchen. I believe we have a photographer headed out there right now. Actually, they received some sort of award. Don't quote me on that, but we should have that in our newscasts coming up later this evening. So yeah, arts and shopping. Obviously, ooh, love the murals. Very fun, very fun. So yeah, so visit omaha.com is a good resource for that. Kind of gives you a better idea of, some black-owned businesses to support. So thanks again for joining me at the Alert Center. Before we go though, we're going to take a live look outside. A pretty gray Friday out there and chilly, much like our newsroom, as I mentioned earlier. But regardless, thanks for sticking with me today. Every Friday at noon, I try to do this. I try to come here on the Alert Center and give you some tips from the Better Business Bureau about a myriad of things. If there's something in particular that you would like to know more about, I mean, you can always shoot me an email, jacqueline.fernandez@wowt.com, and I can do my best and try to go from there. And if I do skip out on a Friday for a certain reason, bear with me. But thanks again for watching, and have a wonderful weekend.